Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us in our freezer meal prep. I'm so glad that you have decided to join us, and I hope that you find this beneficial for your family and for your meal planning. Today we are going to be making the bacon pepper burgers. So in summertime, many of us are using our grills all summer long. Some people use them all winter long. So burgers is a very common, popular item to have. Now you can flavor burgers with anything, but I came across this recipe this summer, and this has become very quickly, became our favorite way to have burgers. And I've made it for company a couple of different times and have always gotten comments on how good the burgers were. So this only requires a few ingredients. So the Tastefully Simple products that we're using are the bacon pepper jam, a little bit of sun glare there, but the bacon pepper jam. And then we're going to be adding some garlic pepper seasoning as well. So I have my hamburger in my bowl. So you want to start with 1.5 pounds of hamburger. And then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of the bacon pepper jam. I am not one that measures a lot. So if you want to use your measuring cup and actually measure out a 1/4 cup, you certainly can do that. I guess, and by golly, I think I inherited that from my grandma. And then we are going to use 1.5 teaspoons of the garlic pepper seasoning. So we just sprinkle that in there. If you recall or have heard, our lids are also 2 tablespoons and are great for measuring your seasoning. So normally what I would have done was just poured some of this into the cap until I thought that it was 1.5 teaspoons. The cap is 2 tablespoons, so obviously half a capful would be a tablespoon, so a 1/4 capful would be your 1.5 teaspoons. And then you can salt and pepper to your liking. And then we just mix that up. I like to use my Pampered Chef Mix and Chop tool. You might be noticing that. Many of you might have this tool in your kitchen as well. I like to use this anytime that I am working with hamburger. So whether I'm browning it or if I'm making meatballs or meatloaf to add my ingredients into my hamburger mixture, this is my tool of choice. So if you don't have one of those, you might want to check that out. I absolutely love it, and I got my daughter using it too. So now we have all of our flavor in our burgers. Then we're going to go ahead and make our patties. Now, another trick for you, if you don't like touching that hamburger, which I don't, I discovered a trick where you can use the cover of a family size peanut butter jar. Makes the perfect size burger. Now if you have kids in your house, you can use the regular size peanut butter jar lit cover, and that'll make a smaller hamburger for the kids. Another reason that I like to use the peanut butter jar lid is because then all my hamburgers come out about the same size. So I don't have to worry about ending up with one burger that's half the size of the rest of them. So we're just gonna go ahead and make our patties here. And I also love to use press and seal. So I am making my burger patties and I am putting them onto a sheet of press and seal. We're going to freeze these so I can individually wrap around my burgers and then put them into our gallon size freezer bag and pop them in the freezer for another day when we are wanting to use the grill, which I'm sure will be later this week or next week. We will use these very quickly. They won't last long here at our house. I typically like to prepare 2 or 3 meals on the weekends so that we know what we will be eating during the week. There's only 3 of us left in my household. I have 4 kids, but we only have 1 left at home. So 3 meals will give us a meal and leftovers, because we have to have lunches, right? So that works out very nice for us, because in three freezer meals will give us 6 meals during the week. So then we can also have our pizza night, or go out for supper, or make something on the fly if for those nights that we have nothing going on and we have time to prepare things and make them. Now I only used 1 pound of hamburger because, as I said, there's only 3 of us left here, so I am getting 4 burgers. You should be getting 6 burgers if you're using the 1.5 pounds. So I don't know how well you can see here, but I have my burgers lined up on my press and seal. So then all I'm gonna do is fold this over, and then I'm going to press down in between each burger, giving it its own space, and seal it up so that it has some extra protection for in the freezer. And voila, I have my 4 burgers made, individually sealed, and then I am going to put them into a freezer bag. So I can just fold those over and put that into the bag. I will label the bag with bacon pepper burgers, and then we will plop that into the freezer and pull that out later to enjoy as a quick ready-made meal. You can keep this into your freezer for a few months. Hopefully we have a few months left of summertime, but you'll be using these pretty soon, I guarantee. So this is gonna be taken care of for the burgers. Now this one also has a sauce with it. So we would be taking another 1/4 cup of the bacon pepper jam, and then we would be adding to it another 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic pepper seasoning. I'm not gonna do that today because I will do that when we prepare the burgers. I will make that sauce because we mix that with mayonnaise and then we use that as our burger topping. So you could use a quart Ziploc bag and put in your other 1/4 cup of your bacon pepper jam and the 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic pepper seasoning, and you would put that in the bag and seal it, throw that in the bag with your burgers, and then you have everything all together so that you can enjoy your meal of bacon pepper burgers. We typically like to have potato salad or macaroni salad with this, but you could do it with a side salad as well. If you are avoiding the breads and don't want to put this on a bun, you could have just the burger and put it on a plate of lettuce salad with mixed vegetables to go along with that for a healthier version. And don't forget the American cheese. Everybody likes cheeseburgers, right? So you can also put cheese on that too after you grill them. So I hope you enjoyed that recipe, and I look forward to sharing more with you. Thank you. Have a great day.